Good morning, folks. I'm watching my weather. I'm glad I don't live up north. They're going to get minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Minus 50. There's a guy camping right over there. His plates are from Minnesota. I can see why he's down here in Texas. Oh my freaking word. Yeah. Let me shut this, put this on pause. There we go. Yeah, guys, I don't know if you've seen this. This is my, I don't know what, a 40-inch screen TV. I mean, I love this thing. I used to have a little, I don't know, it's like a 16 by 16, you know, TV. It's like, nah, it's not going to work. So I went out and got, this is the largest 12-volt TV I could find. And like I said, it's like a 40. Well, let me just show you. Oh, this is my shower, but it's really my pantry. Let me see if I can get a measurement on here to show you guys. I got to put the phone down for 1 second here. Okay, what do we have? No, it's not 40 inch. It is 34. It's a 34-inch screen TV. I thought it was a 40, but oh well. This is still good enough for this size van. Yeah, this is I just love it. It's like being in a surround. It's like being in a huge theater when I watch my movies or my YouTube things here. And then Molly's got her chair, and then what I did is let me show you what I've done here. I figured this out last night. Let me turn my table around. Oops, I gotta go this way. Okay, so when Molly's traveling with me, this chair's turned around, and I have a sheet of plywood right there that goes, it hooks inside this little cubby hole on my dash, and it comes across, and then it just rests on the seat over there on that side. So this is just a piece of 3/8 plywood. I painted it black just so it doesn't stand out. But what I did last night is I took this little sheet up and let me see if I can do this one-handed. I gotta put the phone down again. 1 second. Okay, back. I just lay it across my bench seat here, and then I lay it on the edge of my swivel seat there. I have a blanket, a nice one of these, like, it's almost like a moving blanket. It's pretty thick. It's like a quilt. So I put this down here for padding. Then I put this little pad, like my little pillow, van life. I put that right there for support for underneath my knee, and then I have a couple of other pillows here that I use in the back, and I just this is my lounge chair, and then I get to watch I got my little table right here, which if I'm having a meal I can swivel it to have my meal, or I just have it as a little coffee table here to the side, or I can put my drink and whatever I'm snacking on. Yeah, this is really, it's small, but I'm making it into a little cozy area. And then sitting in the seat, here I am sitting in the seat, and I get to see my screen right here nicely. So a little bit, and then this is my collection of hats. I've been collecting hats instead of t-shirts. I have too many t-shirts, so I decided to go with hats from all the different places I've been. This is the Caldor. This was in New Mexico. That's the capped off volcano area. It's a national preserve. This here is from Canyon Vans. I just like that hat. It's comfortable. I got this in Colorado last year, Ouray, which is just north of Durango in Silverton. This is just a hat I like because it has the American flag on it. I just love this country. And then this is probably my next I'm going to replace. This is a comfortable hat too, and it's got a nice bill on it. This was when I was up there in Maine, Arcadia National Park. This is my freebie hat from my I have a Hustler zero-turn mower, and they gave me this hat, but I just love it. It's a camo. It's got the American flag. It's definitely a Florida hat, yeah. And then this is my latest. I went to the Everglades for a week a couple of weeks ago, and this is my latest hat. So I'm collecting hats, national park hats. I don't know, just something to do. And then, you know, over here I have some of my stickers. I have other stickers that are down on my outdoor swing down table. I have more stickers down there. Different places I've been. Not necessarily all national parks, but like what do we have here? The Foothills Parkway. I've done that a couple of times. That's a beautiful. We have the Wheels in Time, which is a motorcycle museum in Maggie Valley in the Smoky Mountains. This was on Route I-40, or is it I-10? It may be. Oh, that's got to be I-80, South Dakota. It's on the side of the highway. This guy does all these sculptures out of steel, and there's a big Trojan horse. You've probably been by it if you've been on that. This is a local's little getaway in arcade in Southwest Florida. It's called Solomon's Castle. You got to go there. It's pretty cool. They even have a little restaurant on a boat that they built on a man-made moat, and they usually have live music there, acoustical music on weekends, especially this time of year. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's an Owen, O-N-E. Ona, O-N-A or O-N-E. Let me see if it says it right there. No, it doesn't. In just north of Arcadia, you'll find it here. St. Andrews Island, which is off the Carolinas or Georgia. That's a pretty cool place, infested with raccoons, just like this place is here. We had raccoons attack us last night. Badlands, Big Bend. This is in Tennessee, I think. Fort MacArthur, somewhere over there. I was doing a cross-country back road trip, and I came across this historical area. I got a couple of there. Cowboy Town, where is that? South Dakota again. Wyoming again, South Dakota. What's that say? It's just representing the South Dakota area here. Skyline Drive, Valdez again, the caldera that I visited a couple of years ago, and then we have some Arizona stickers, the Everglades sticker, Ouray, Big Bend again up here, Shenandoah, just a sticker for Colorado, and then I got to update my map. I think I spent a night and actually I think I've done all three of these: Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. So I got to color in those. I filled in those areas. My criteria is it has to be a boondocking, and it has to be at least an overnight or two in each one of these states for me to cross them off. And I did start with road trips. I highlighted some road trips, but that would have been, I made too many road trips. This thing would have looked like a spider web. So I decided to cancel that part of this. So yeah, so now I'm making Molly's breakfast. She eats very well. She's like me. She's a carnivore, but I do give her some carrots and peas and sweet potato. And right now I'm putting in a little bit of bone broth. She gets a little bit of bone broth mixed in, and then some tallow, beef fat. And then she also gets an egg. We give her a whole raw egg with the shell too, because the shell is good for their bones, good calcium. But the problem, not a problem, you got to make sure that you crunch up the shell, little tiny pieces. And then usually I give her 3/4 of a cup of the Arch dog food. It's pretty well balanced, has no garbage in it, and they have, they add certain minerals and certain vitamins that the dogs need. So I always give her about 3/4 of a cup of that. That's what this brown stuff is. So, but her main meal is the stuff that I add to her food, and her breakfast is her big one. I'll make sure she has a really good breakfast because she's very active during the day. Yeah, so this is our morning routine, and I made coffee earlier. I got my coffee right here, so I'm going to have that, and then I'm going to have my ribs and eggs in a little while, another hour, and I'll have my breakfast. I'm hungry this morning. Okay, guys. So we might go for a motorcycle ride a little bit later. It's warming up nice. It got down to 38 last night, but because I'm on power, let me show you what I did. I always carry, everybody should carry this. It's a little electric heater Walmart special. And that kept it 70 degrees in here all night. Over time, I've been able to figure out what the temperature setting is on this slide scale type of knob. So I have 70 figured out right here. If I want it on 80, I just put it there. But normally I keep it right around 70. And I leave it plugged in. I can also use that with my house bank. My battery's here with the house. I usually use that in combination with my diesel heater when I'm skiing, because it's below zero usually at night up on top of the mountains at the ski areas where I spend usually they let me spend my night in their parking lot, and it gets cold up at 12,000 feet at night. So my diesel heater just isn't quite enough to get the heat back into my water tanks in the back. So I put that heater in the back on the floor on low, facing the vents that push air around my water tank in the back. Because the first year that I did this ski trip thing, I froze my water pump, and my water lines were all frozen. What a disaster that was. Oh man. And I didn't realize it for like a month later when I finally came down into well, I didn't have water. That was one thing. I'm thinking, I got a frozen water line somewhere, but I didn't realize how bad it was until I got down into warmer climates and it all thawed out. But anyway, so now I've learned to use that electric heater here on the floor in the back by the back doors. Why isn't this thing turning on me here? Oh, I just screwed up my camera. Oh, well. Oh, we're back. I screwed up my camera. So anyway, yeah, I like that little heater. Highly recommend that. They're only like $20 at Walmart, but they really work good. And again, I can use that overnight with just the batteries in here. And my battery bank will only go down maybe 30 or 40% because that doesn't run 24/7. It shuts off. So it may run for 15 minutes and then shut off for 15 and come back on again, depending on how cold it is outside. But yeah, highly recommend that, carrying one of those as backup, just in case your diesel heater sits to bed. At least you have something in here. You don't have to run your main engine to get heat in here. I mean, that comes in handy. So, all right, guys, I gotta feed Molly. Looking at me like, when are you gonna feed me? I know the food's right there. I know it's there. Feed me. All right. Let me catch up with you later. All right, bye. Molly, We need to have a talk. Do you understand? You can't chase those little kitties with the white stripe down their back. Now do you know what happens? Huh? Do you know what happens now? Yes, we had an incident last night. I opened the door to let her out. She was on a leash. She saw a couple of skunks right out here. She flew out of the van on a leash attached to me. I in turn flew head first out the van, landed right up against that post here. So I went like 8 feet in the air, landed on my shoulder. Luckily nothing happened, but I did smash my hand here on the door as I was flying through the air. What a mess. So I had to sleep with a stinky dog last night. So this morning we had to wash everything with Dawn and what's the other stuff I used? Deodorant, soap. Hopefully there's a little linger in the grass, but I think when they sprayed her over here, the spray is like still on the grass, so we'll have to smell that. It's minor, but hopefully that will dissipate. And then I had to wash her bed because I couldn't leave her outside because she would have really got in trouble. So I had to wash everything this morning. So all that's it's all drying now in the sun, but oh man. One of the options for being on the road in a van with your dog. Hopefully she learned her lesson. She came back with her tail between her legs, so I think she got it right in the face because she kept spitting up last night. So she must have got it in the mouth and the nose, because labs follow their nose, so they must have got her a good time. Oh shit. So today we're laying low. Yeah, we're laying low today, cleaning and drying off.